Hello student, hope you are fine. Myself Sri K. D. Borsesar, a biology subject teacher. In last lecture we detail discuss inheritance and variation chapter contain concepts, genetic terminology, 7 pair of contrasting character in pea plant, classical method of symbolization, monohybrid cross and dihybrid cross. Now today we detail discuss some more concepts including inheritance and variation chapter, Mendel's law of inheritance. Mendel proposed 3 laws. Number 1, law of dominance. Second, law of segregation or purity of gametes. And third, in law of independent assortment. So we detail discuss today's lecture Mendel's law of inheritance, also back cross and test cross. So let us start today's first concept, Mendel's law of inheritance. Mendel proposed 3 laws. Always remember first law of Mendel's known as law of dominance. Second law of Mendel, law of segregation. Law of segregation also called as law of purity of gametes. And third, law of independent assortment. So all these 3 laws we detail discuss today one by one. First one is law of dominance. Law of dominance statement noted here. What is law of dominant? Actual, when 2 homozygous individuals with one or more set of contrasting characters are crossed, the alleles or characters appear in F1 are dominant and those do not appear in F1 are recessive. So in law of dominance, F1 generation appear only dominant character and not appear recessive character. So always remember here diagrammatic representation seen height of the stem, tall and dwarf individual crossed to form hybrid. Tall character is appear in F1 generation seen. So tall character appear in F1 hybrid means dominant character appear in F1 hybrid. Here do not appear recessive character seen. So this is the law of dominance. When 2 homozygous individual with one or more set of contrasting character are crossed, the allele or character that appear in F1 always dominant, do not appear recessive. So this is the law of dominance. Here explanation of law of dominance. You know, in law of dominance, F1 generation dominant character appear. So in dominant character, dissimilar pair of factors. One factor is dominate, that is dominant over the other, that is the recessive. Law of dominance is used to explain in monohybrid cross seen here. This is the graphical representation of monohybrid cross. Expression only one parental character in F1, while expression of both parental character in F2 seen in monohybrid cross. So law of dominance is used to explain in monohybrid cross expression only one parental character in F1 here seen. Tall character is appear in F1, while expression both parental character in F1 here seen. Tall as well as dwarf means pure tall and pure dwarf character appear in F2 generation seen here. Now, while law of dominance is not universally applicable, this question is most important because most of time this question is asked why law of dominance is not applicable universally. Many organisms shows dominance character appear in F1 generation, no doubt. Example, guinea pig seen black coat color dominant character over the white coat color, means in guinea pig black coat color appear in F1 generation over the white color. Second example, in human being, brown eye color dominant over green or blue color. And third example, in pea plant we know different 7 dominant trait. F1 generation appear character is only dominant. So here noted all these 3 examples prove that F1 generation appear only dominant character, not appear in recessive character. However, many cases dominant are not complete or even absent. Always remember, however, in many cases dominant are not complete or even absent. In example, in human being, hemophilia or recessive character appear. You know, hemophilia is one of the blood disease. So hemophilia appear recessive character. So this is a deviation seen in law of dominance. Second example, human blood group A and B are codominant, means both factors are present in F1 generation, appear in F1 generation. So most of persons AB blood group seen. So human blood group AB are codominant is also one of the example. And next example is Mirabilis jalapa is flowering plant. In that, flower color incompletely dominance, means when red color flower plant cross with white color flower plant appear pink color flower plant in F1 generation. So on the basis of all these examples, law of dominance is not universally applicable. Always remember. Hope that you understood everything why law of dominance is not universally applicable. So here noted all points. Now second law Mendel, known as law of segregation or law of purity of gametes. What is law of segregation? Statement noted here. When hybrid F1 form gametes, when hybrid F1, hybrid F1 first generation, when hybrid F1 forms gametes, the alleles segregate from each other. In that present, alleles are separated from each other and enter into different gamete. So this is the law of segregation, means separated alleles or genes or factors at the time of gamete formation. So each gamete carry only one allele. So this law is stated that when hybrid F1 forms gamete, the alleles segregate or separated from each other and enter in different gamete. So this is the law of segregation. Always remember statement of law of segregation. Here seen monohybrid cross example, same height of the plant, tall and dwarf are contrasting character. So F1 hybrid is seen here, capital T and small t are the alleles present in tall hybrid F1 hybrid. So this F1 hybrid is at the time of gamete formation, in that contain both alleles or factors are segregate from each other, and each allele or factors is enter into different gametes. So here clearly seen alleles are segregate from each other and enter into different gamete. So formed gametes are pure. They carry only one allele, either dominant allele or recessive allele, means one gamete is completely in that dominant allele and other gamete is a recessive allele. Now, hence this law is also described as law of purity of gametes, because each gamete carry separate allele. So law of purity of gamete seen in law of segregation. This law based on the fact allele do not mixing. This law based on the fact allele do not mixing in F1 generation. F1 generation is a hybrid organism. So hybrid organism contain alleles are do not mixing in it. So this based seen here, this is the F1 hybrid, capital T and small t produced by crossing pure tall homozygous tall and pure dwarf. So this hybrid contain two alleles are not mixed with each other, because these alleles at the time of gamete formation, they are completely segregate or separated from each other and enter into separate gamete. So alleles do not mixing is one of the base. During gamete formation, two alleles or factors obviously separated or segregate, so formed gamete are always pure. During gamete formation, two alleles or factors obviously segregate or separated, so formed gamete are always pure. Every one gamete carry either dominant or recessive factor, but not both. So that is why it is called as law of purity of gametes. Why law of segregation are also called as law of purity of gamete? Every one gamete carry either dominant factor or allele or recessive factor or allele, but not both. That's why it is also called as law of purity of gametes. Now, why law of segregation is universally applicable? This question is also most important. Why law of segregation is universally applicable? According to law of segregation, allele do not mixing with each other. Alleles do not mixing with each other. When at the time of gamete formation, alleles are segregate or separate, thus the gamete receive only one allele or factor is base of law of segregation. We know all sexually reproducing organisms are diploid, contain 2n number of chromosome, means two sets of chromosome present in diploid cells. Every sexually reproducing animals at the gamete formation, each gamete are haploid, means n number of chromosome, means one set of chromosome. So therefore law of segregation is universally applicable, means all sexually reproducing and organisms show same segregation of alleles and enter into different gametes. So same seen in all sexually reproducing organisms are diploid. So diploid organism produce haploid gamete. At the time alleles are segregate and enter into separate gametes, means diploid cell is converted into a haploid cell. So same situation seen in law of segregation. So law of segregation is universally applicable. Which law of Mendel seen universally applicable? Law of segregation is universally applicable. Always remember, up to this we detail discuss law of segregation. Before that, law of dominance. Now the last one is law of independent assortment. This is the third law of Mendel, law of independent assortment. Here statement noted. What is law of independent assortment? When hybrid possessing, hybrid, when hybrid possessing two or more pairs of contrasting characters or alleles, hybrid possessing means hybrid in with present two or more pair of contrasting character or factor or alleles. When such hybrid form gametes, the factor in each pair segregate independently of the other pair. So this is the statement of independent assortment. When hybrid possessing two or more pair of contrasting means dihybrid or trihybrid are the examples. When hybrid possessing two or more pair of contrasting factors or alleles, gamete forms means form gametes, the factor in each pair segregate independently of the other pair. Seen here, this law is based on dihybrid cross. Always remember, law of independent assortment is based on dihybrid cross. It describes how different genes or alleles present on separate chromosomes. Independently, genes separate from each other during the gamete formation. In dihybrid cross, we know F1 phenotypic ratio 9:3:3:1 indicate two pair of character behave independent of each other. Now explanation here. Independent assortment law seen here. Dihybrid cross, round shape, yellow colored seed is one of the contrasting character. Cross with wrinkled shape seed, green colored seed is other contrasting character. So these two character cross at a time. Here seen, the F1 hybrid produce capital R, capital Y, small y are round yellow seed hybrid. So in this hybrid contain here alleles are paired form. So seen here, yellow, round yellow hybrid, F1 hybrid cross with round yellow F1 hybrid. At the time of gamete formation, the pairing alleles are segregate, here seen separated, and separated gametes are when crossing with each other to form new combinations. Here total 9 round yellow, 3 round green, 3 wrinkled yellow, 1 wrinkled green organisms are produced in F2 generation. During gamete formation, alleles or genes independently separate from each other. During gamete formation, allele or gene independently separate from each other. These alleles are randomly united in fertilization. Here seen at the time of randomly united, these two gametes are united to form this organism. These two gametes are united to form this organism. So these alleles are randomly united in fertilization appearance of new combination. So appearance of new combination in F2 generation prove that the law independent assortment. Here seen this 4 different types of organism. This 2 means round yellow and wrinkled green are parent, but this 2 means round green and wrinkled yellow are new combinations seen in F2 generation. So appearance of new combination in F2 generation prove that independent assortment process takes place. Law of independent assortment statement noted here: when hybrid possessing 2 or more pair of contrasting factor or alleles form gamete, the factor in each pair segregate independently of the other pair. This law is based on dihybrid cross. It can be concluded that the 2 characters under consideration are assorted. 2 character under consideration assorted independently, giving rise to different combination. Phenotypic ratio, round yellow is one of the phenotypic ratio. Wrinkled green, so these 2 are parental phenotypes and the produce F2 generation: round yellow, round green, wrinkled yellow, wrinkled green. Means round yellow and wrinkled green are parent, but these 2 are totally new combinations are appear. So this prove that independent assortment. Now, while law of independent assortment is not universally applicable, we know that many genes are located on one chromosome. Many genes are located on one chromosome. They are linked. They passes through gamete in the form of linkage group. So, however, recombination are due to crossing over takes place during the meiosis. At that time, gamete are formed by meiosis. So therefore this law is applicable only for the triads are located on different chromosomes. Always remember, this law is applicable only for the triads are located on different chromosomes. Thus, the law of independent assortment is not universally applicable. Always remember, up to this we discuss all 3 laws of Mendel. First one is law of dominance, second one is law of segregation, also called as law of purity of gametes, and third one is law of independent assortment. So all these 3 laws, law of segregation is universally applicable. Law of dominance is not universally applicable. Law of independent assortment is only applicable the triads are located on different chromosome, but not universally applicable. Always remember. Now, next concept is back cross or test cross. What is back cross? Cross in F1 progeny with any its parent called as back cross. F1 progeny has two parents. You know, F1 progeny is formed by crossing of homozygous dominant parent and homozygous recessive parents. Therefore, F1 progeny has two parents. One is dominant parent and other is recessive parent. So, back cross are two types. Number one, cross of F1 progeny with its dominant parent. Such cross is dominant back cross. Example, F1 hybrid tall cross with pure tall dominant parent. So this is the dominant back cross. Genotype is capital T, small t is F1 hybrid, and capital T is homozygous tall parent. So this cross is dominant back cross, or is one of the type of back cross. Now the second one is cross of F1 progeny with its recessive parent. Such cross called as recessive back cross. Example, F1 hybrid tall cross with pure dwarf, that is homozygous dwarf, is a recessive parent. Its genotype is noted here. Capital T, small t is F1 hybrid cross with small t is homozygous dwarf recessive parent. So always remember, genotype of recessive back cross, genotype of dominant back cross. Now graphical representation of back cross. You know, back cross is two types, so here we detail discuss both type graphical representation. First one is cross of F1 progeny with its dominant parent. Example, height of the pea plant. Phenotype, you know, height of the pea plant. F1 hybrid tall cross with dominant parent pure tall. Its genotype noted here. F1 hybrid means capital T, small t. Dominant parent pure tall, capital T. So at the time of gamete formation, F1 hybrid tall contained two alleles are separated and enter into separate gametes. So this is capital T and small t are the gametes. Pure tall contain same homozygous alleles. So capital T is one of the gamete of dominant parent. Here seen checkerboard. Arrange in the checkerboard. Gametes are always male and female respectively arranged on the table. So after combination of gametes, second filial or F2 generation organisms are seen. These two gametes means capital T and capital T form pure tall organism. These two gametes unite to form hybrid tall organisms. So seen here, This one is dominant parent is here reappear, and this one is hybrid tall is reappear. So this is the graphical representation of dominant back cross. Always remember, second one is cross of F1 progeny with its recessive parent, means recessive back cross seen here. Diagrammatic representation phenotype, same F1 hybrid tall cross with recessive parent pure dwarf. So genotype of F1 hybrid tall is capital T small t, recessive pure parent small t small t. So at the time of gamete formation, hybrid tall produce two types of gametes. Here recessive parent contain same allele, so only one type of gamete produce. These gametes are entered into checkerboard. So after combination of gametes, second generation or second filial organisms are formed. Here crossing these two gametes, capital T small t, to form hybrid tall, small t to form here a recessive parent pure dwarf parent seen. So this is the graphical representation of recessive dominant, recessive back cross here. I hope that you understood everything. Here noted both dominant back cross graphical representation and recessive back cross graphical representation. Test cross means cross of F1 progeny with homozygous recessive parent. Example, F1 hybrid tall cross with pure dwarf, that is recessive parent. Its genotype is capital T small t cross with small t. So this is the genotype of test cross seen here, graphical representation. Test cross phenotype F1 hybrid tall cross with recessive parent pure dwarf. At the genotype of F1 hybrid, capital T small t, recessive parent pure dwarf small t. Gamete formation, F1 hybrid tall produce two types of gamete. One is capital T and other is small t. Here recessive parent contain same allele, so only one type of gamete produce. Gametes are entered in checkerboard. So gametes are unite to form organisms are second filial organism or F2 organism seen here. These two gamete unite to form hybrid tall, and these two organisms unite to form recessive dwarf. So here seen hybrid tall and here recessive parent pure dwarf seen. So this is the graphical representation of test cross. Here always remember, test cross is back cross, because in back cross F1 progeny with homozygous recessive parent is one of the back cross, and such back cross is also called as test cross. So test cross is always a back cross. back cross and test cross. So here noted significance of test cross. What is the significance of test cross? Test cross can be used to test whether an individual is homozygous, pure or heterozygous hybrid. So test whether an individual is, if it is homozygous or heterozygous, test by test cross. Test cross used to find out genotype of any plant with dominant character. Always remember, it is used to find out genotype of any plant with dominant character. Is one of the significance of test cross. It is used to introduce useful recessive traits in the hybrid of self-pollinating plant. Test cross is quicker method to improve the variety of crop plant. Test cross is quicker method to improve variety of crop plants. Thus, it is useful for breeders and geneticists. Why test cross is most important for breeders and geneticists? Because with the help of test cross, improve variety of crop plants quickly. So breeders and geneticists is use test cross. It is used to verify law of inheritance. You know, law of inheritance are verified by test cross. Genetic material transfer from generation to generation seen in test cross. What is importance of test cross? Test cross can be used to find out genotype of any plant with dominant character, but it is not known whether homozygous or heterozygous for that triads. Test cross find out genotype of any plant with dominant character, but not known whether homozygous, heterozygous for that triads. Example, pea plant having violet purple flower is crossed with pea plant with white flower. If all flower produce violet flowers, means all flower produce are violet, we can conclude that plant is homozygous. If we get violet and white flowers in 1:1 ratio, we can conclude that the plant is heterozygous. So always remember, most important example, when pea plant having violet purple flower cross with pea plant with white flower, if all flower produce are violet, the result is the plant is homozygous. If seen violet and white flower 1:1 ratio, we can conclude the plant is heterozygous. Now, graphic representation of test cross. Recessive parent is crossed to find out unknown genotype. Graphic representation of test cross. Recessive parent is crossed to find out unknown genotype. Seen here, this is the homozygous recessive flower contain genotype small r. So this organism means homozygous recessive flower plant produce two types of gametes, small r, cross with dominant phenotype, genotype is unknown. So this is the dominant phenotype, means here seen violet color flower. So dominant phenotype, genotype is unknown, cross with homozygous recessive parent. So this dominant phenotype, unknown genotype contain alleles capital R. Here noted this two alleles seen here, crossing of gametes, capital R, small r noted here, violet color flower, here violet color flower, here also violet color, also violet color. So all flowers are violet color. So all flowers are violet color. Result, unknown flower is homozygous dominant. So this unknown flower is homozygous dominant. Now here also seen homozygous recessive parent white flower. So small r genotype, gametes are small r, cross with dominant phenotype, genotype is unknown. Seen here, this dominant genotype is capital R, small r. So here capital R and here small r the gametes. So these gametes are united. So capital R unite with small r, here seen violet, capital R small r unite to form violet flower, here small r white flower, small r white flower. So here half of the flowers are violet and half of the flowers are white. So result is unknown flower is heterozygous. So this is the unknown flower is heterozygous genotype. Here result unknown flower, homozygous genotype. So graphic representation of test cross recessive parent is cross to find out unknown genotypes. Try this. Find the ratio of dihybrid test cross by using Punnett square. Find the ratio of dihybrid test cross. Ratio of dihybrid test cross by using Punnett square. F1 hybrid, here capital R, capital Y, small y, is round seeded yellow colored seed hybrid cross with double recessive individual, small r, small y means a wrinkled seed shape, green colored seed. F1 hybrid produce 4 types of gametes noted here. Double recessive individual produce same type of gametes, so here noted. During this combination of gametes produce second filial generation or aptive generation. So seen here, these two gametes unite to form here round seed yellow colored flower. round seed green color flower, wrinkled seed yellow colored flower, wrinkled seed green color flower. So here same scene above like this. This is the round shape seed, yellow flower, yellow colored seed, round shape seed, green colored seed, round shape yellow color seed, wrinkled shape yellow color seed, wrinkled shape green colored seed. So seen here, phenotypic ratio, round yellow is one of the type of production, round green is other type of production, wrinkled yellow is other type of production, and wrinkled green is fourth type of production. So seen here 1:1:1:1 phenotypic ratio, 1:1:1 phenotypic ratio seen here. All these are the round yellow, all these are the round green, all these are the wrinkled yellow, and all these are the wrinkled green. So phenotypic ratio is 1:1:1:1. Thus dihybrid test cross ratio will be 1:1:1:1. Always remember, find here ratio of dihybrid test cross by using Punnett square. Review today's topic. We detail discuss today Mendel's law of inheritance. Mendel proposed 3 laws: law of dominance, law of segregation, law of independent assortment. We detail discuss back cross, test cross, importance or significance of test cross, graphic representation of test cross, recessive parent is cross to find out unknown genotype, and also find the ratio of dihybrid. Name the Mendel's 3 laws. Yes. Law of dominance, law of segregation, law of independent assortment. Define back cross. Yes. Cross between F1 hybrid and any its parent, such cross called as back cross. Which Mendel's law is based on dihybrid cross? Yes, independent assortment. Why test cross is useful for breeders and geneticists? Yes, test cross is useful for breeders, geneticists because improve production of crop plant. Which Mendel's law is based on fact alleles do not mixing? Yes, law of segregation is based on alleles do not mixing. Why law of segregation also called as law of purity of gametes? Each gamete carry either dominant allele or recessive allele. So law of segregation is purity of gamete. Give genotypic dihybrid ratio 1:2, 2:2, 2:2, 4:2, 1:2, 2:2, 1:2, 2:1. Which Mendel's law is universally applicable? Yes, law of segregation is universally applicable. A cross used to verify a known genotype of F1 hybrid is a, yes, test cross, back cross, hybrid, dihybrid, monohybrid. The correct answer is test cross. Up to this, today's lecture is completed. If you like the video, then you can subscribe my YouTube Bioinfo channel. Tap the bell icon and like the video. If any doubt about today's lecture, mention in comment box. Thank you.